Behind the scenes, secrets from Titanic. Titanic is one of the biggest box office hits of all time. But you won't believe all the crazy stuff that happened while making it. Here are 10 crazy things you didn't know about the making of Titanic. Number 10. Kate Winslet refused to wear a wetsuit. Unlike virtually every other member of the cast, Winslet refused to wear a wetsuit as per the production's request. People sitting in cold water for hours on end should wear a nice insulating wetsuit. You know, to stay warm? Well, Winslet refused and then got pneumonia and almost quit the movie after, but Cameron convinced her to stay. Number 9. Sinking some serious money. At $200 million, it was easily the most expensive movie ever made when it came out. Today, with ballooning budgets for everything from Justice League to Pirates of the Caribbean, on Stranger Tides, such sums seem almost quaint. But check it out, the movie Titanic cost more than the actual ship. Adjusted for inflation to $1997, the boat was constructed at a cost of about $150 million, or about 3/4 of what the film cost. At this time, we don't have comparables for iceberg costs. Number 8. The cast didn't get bathroom breaks. At one time or another, most likely in our childhood, we have peed in the pool. And we are ashamed. At some point in adulthood, we finally take matters into our own hands and act like civilized humans, get out of the pool, and relieve ourselves in the bathroom like proper people. But on the set of Titanic, things in the water got suddenly warmer. James Cameron was under such pressure to stay on schedule during the filming of the lifeboat scenes, he threatened to fire any actor taking a bathroom break. So what could they do? Pee in the tank. Even Kate Winslet said she did. Could that be why she wanted to skip the wetsuit? Number 7. Winslet's injuries. It's very obvious to anyone watching Titanic that those actors' roles were very physically demanding. Along with professional stunt people falling from great heights to extras getting batted around by millions of gallons of water, those actors really took a beating. And Kate Winslet was no exception. All those scenes where the boat is falling apart, knocking her this way and that, resulted in a whole pile of injuries. There came a point during filming that she got so banged up, makeup artists used her actual bruises as photo reference to maintain continuity for her look in the film. Not only that, she chipped a bone in her elbow during one day's shooting. Number 6. Celine wasn't the first choice. When Cameron first envisioned the soundtrack to his epic film, it was his dream to have none other than famous Irish diva Enya compose the music for the movie. In his mind, the Emerald Isle native had that bit of magic that would bring an extra sonic level to the project. Unfortunately, the talented chanteuse turned the director down. Cameron then turned to his musical collaborator on Aliens, James Horner. Despite the fact that the two had fought tooth and nail on their previous xenomorphic outing, Horner cranked out what has remained the biggest-selling soundtrack in movie history. Number 5. Planet Ice. So how did James Cameron hide the fact that he was filming Titanic off the coast of Nova Scotia when shooting footage of icebergs? By using the fake title Planet Ice, which is a perfect decoy for a director known mostly for making sci-fi movies. Number 4. Cameron refused cuts. Before the film was released, however, there were some very nervous studio heads who were scared that the very expensive movie was way too long, and they wanted cuts. But Cameron would have none of it. When studio heads insisted trimming some minutes to ensure more screenings per day, the director reportedly responded by telling Fox executives that if they wanted cuts, they would have to not only fire him, but end his life as well. Number 3. Shooting took too long. The original schedule called for 138 days of principal photography. That's about 4.5 months. But that idea sank quicker than the boat itself. In the end, it took an extra 22 days to finish up, or about 15% longer than expected. Remember, this wasn't a superhero movie sure to sell lots of popcorn. It was a love story with a sad ending, but a happy ending at the box office. Number 2. Leo needed a stunt hand for the drawing scene. The hand we see in the scene belongs to none other than James Cameron, who is an accomplished illustrator. Okay, so they used a stunt hand, so what? Trouble was, Leo is a righty and Jimmy is a lefty. To maintain the illusion that it was Jack drawing, the film team had to mirror image the shots in post-production, maintaining the consistency of the character's dexterous orientation. Number 1. The Great Dust Bowl Mystery. It was the end of shooting in Halifax, Canada. Filming for the present-day portion of Titanic was wrapping. Next stop would be Mexico for the giant set built for the actual boat. During one of the last meals, the catering company served up a large bowl of chowder, which most of the crew happily consumed. The problem? Somebody laced the soup with PCP, otherwise known by the street name angel dust. The dissociative hallucinogenic substance takes users on an out-of-body trip which can be wonderful or terrifying, but always really weird. And suddenly, 60 Titanic crew members were all out of control, with no idea why their minds were melting into their shoes. Even James Cameron fell into an altered state. To this day, nobody knows who spiked the chowder. Thanks for watching. What is your favorite scene of the Titanic movie? Post in the comment section if you want to see other videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe our channel.